Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing, gorgeous, abundant day. It's been a minute since we did a little talk down video or just sitting down video, but we're going to get back into it because I have some great things to share pertaining to this topic, which is all about Black women and manifesting. A couple of weeks ago on Twitter, I was like, I just had this thought come to me. I was like, you know what? Black women are kind of amazing when it comes to manifesting. I need to talk about this more in depth. I need to discuss this more in depth. So I decided to create an entire YouTube video on how Black women can tap into their manifesting abilities, because we are go-getters. When we say things, we get it. And if you notice, especially when it comes to our careers and getting shit out the mud, we absolutely do it without an issue, without a problem. And so I'm like, what we need to do now is not only realize that we can do it, but we can do it with ease. Because Black women like to suffer to get what they want. Yes, I'm calling this out. Y'all like to suffer to get what you want. But I'm telling you guys, you can get what you want, but with ease and with simplicity and with flow and with tapping into your feminine energy. So I'm gonna share my tips and tricks on how to really become a manifesting master without working yourself into the ground, like a lot of Black women do, just to feel safe and secure, okay? So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so you won't miss a video from me. Let's hop into it. But before we get into this video, I want to talk about Sacred Scribes and their amazing course that they allowed me to share with you guys. So a couple weeks ago, they reached out for me to try out their course. I absolutely love this course because this course really focused on the holistic aspects of running a successful business. Not only are you going to learn the financial literacy needed in order to maintain amazing business, but you're going to know the wellness, the spiritual aspects of it, and how to sustain a healthy business. And so I thought this course would be amazing, especially for Black women who is trying to dive into this, because we always get into career. Like when it comes to our career, we're going to get whatever that we want, right? And so this course is absolutely amazing for that, because not only do you get the spiritual aspects, which is asking yourself what you want spiritually when it comes to your career. Do you want it to fulfill you? Do you want it to sustain you forever? Not only do you talk about manifesting and human design, but you talk about the fundamental aspects of it, like your financial wellness, your financial literacy, marketing tools, your business plan. Like this is spirituality and business in one, and that is like amazing to me. I'm sorry, like, ooh. My favorite course for this platform so far is the human design course. So human design is a type of astrology. I use it in tandem with like traditional astrology that tells you exactly how you're supposed to exist and live in this life. Like once I found out about human design, girl, it was a wrap for me. Like life became so much easier. So I highly recommend you guys tap into it. And this course is going to teach you all about human design. So for instance, I am sacral authority. I need to make decisions based off of my gut feeling. I don't need to really process it mentally, because if I do, then I'm gonna be fucked up. But I need to be saying yes or no. I need to ask questions, and to those questions, if I get a yes, like if it makes me excited, if I really want to go do it, yes. If it doesn't, no. And that's sacral authority. Some people have emotional authority, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I'm gonna put it on the screen. And you can also know what type of energy you are. So I'm a manifestor generator. That means I'm all over the place. That means I can do anything almost. And realizing these aspects about me was absolutely amazing when it came to when it came to living life, but most importantly, when it came to trying to build and sustain my career. So the fact that this course teaches that is absolutely amazing. So if you guys want to try this course out for yourself, I highly recommend you go down to the link in my description box and use this code here on the screen labeled Sacred Journey to get 15% off your course. Take it in depth, come back, let me know how much you enjoyed it, because I personally think this is an amazing course if you're ready to take control of your life when it comes to your career. If you don't invest in yourself, you're not going to get far. That's one thing we want to do. I had to realize that, especially a couple years ago. I'm like, if I want to succeed, I have to invest in myself, because that's the most important thing to invest in. And thank you so much, Sacred Scribes, for sponsoring this portion of the video. So now let's get into the portion that you guys really wanted to get into, how to be a master at manifesting. So the reason why I was thinking about how Black women are really masters at manifesting, because we are literally put through the ringer. We are one of the most vulnerable demographics when it comes to like just living world. Everybody is against us. Society is against us. And so when we go into certain spaces, we literally create those spaces for ourselves. There are numerous Black women who go into spaces that are not meant for us, yet still dominate it and go great. Not only that, we are probably one of the most demographics to lead in education. So I was thinking to myself, hold the fuck up. We gotta manifest for real, like we do it. And it's not just Black women who have the means and the like privilege to get these things. It's Black women who came from nothing, who are able to do this and really manifest to this, like me. And so I was like, oh yeah, we have some manifesting abilities that we can tap into. We just don't know it or realize it, or we give our power away. Like saying, you know, the universe did this for us, or God did this for us. I'm like, no, baby, you did that. They helped though. God helped, the universe helped, but you did that. So I'm like, okay, let me just teach Black women how to get it in easy. Okay, let's get rid of the, okay, let me suffer to get here, right, portion. Let's get rid of the I'm a suffer to get to where I need to go portion, and just automatically dive into I got what I want. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is self-limiting beliefs due to society's views and perception of Black women. So we all know that society has negative views of Black women when it pertains to us getting it out of the mud, when it pertains to us just existing, living. It's so much against us. There's so many things that we have to traverse in order to really live in society. And because of this, especially if you are a young Black woman, you can succumb to these ideals, these beliefs of other people, take it on as your own, and then go into your reality in your world saying that you cannot be exactly what you need to be, that you have to struggle to be exactly who you need to be. And I want to kind of reshape your mindset around that. And that is all limiting beliefs. Now, I'm not going to say that the way Black women are viewed in this world is untrue. That is absolutely positively true, but that's just the outside perception. How you view yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you navigate the world as yourself can be completely different from what society says, okay? And I feel like that's what Black women needs to learn, in addition to making sure we break boundaries, we break doors down so other Black women can enter spaces that we are out of, okay? You can recognize the plight of Black women while also realizing that you as a Black woman can really excel in whatever field you desire to excel in. If you're telling yourself that it's too hard, if you're telling yourself no Black woman has ever made it, if you're telling yourself that I cannot make it, you're not going to make it. Your self-concept is what matters as a Black woman. And so what I want you to do is, yes, be aware of how the outside treat us, but don't let that become your story. Do not identify with what the outside perception of Black women says, okay? Because me personally, I was a social justice warrior, definitely radicalized. I was on Twitter when everybody literally despised Black women. They still do, but it was a little bit more open. And so I used to identify a lot with everything Black, what they said with Black. I used to really be fighting and combating every single thing they said about Black women, and I would use that as an excuse as to why I couldn't grow and excel. Or people hate Black women, oh my God, I'm not going to be in a relationship. That's a damn lie. I am going to be in a relationship. It doesn't negate that people do that, but I am. And so when I realized, okay, I'm not going to let their perception stop me, I was able to really excel and break barriers that I put on myself. Do not be the one to put any barriers, walls, cages around yourself from what you want. That's the first thing you want to do. And so the way you're going to do this is let go of self-limiting beliefs and switch your mindset into one that is in alignment with what you desire. And the way you're going to do this is through positive affirmations and words of love. Black women need to tap into this, telling yourself kind words, showing yourself compassion in ways that nobody else can. That is going to allow you to be so confident and so arrogant to get exactly what you want. So try to create positive affirmations around things that you are probably insecure about, around things you think you cannot do, and see how that switches your mind. And you have to consistently tell yourself that this is your new reality. You have to consistently tell yourself that this is your new story, because when you do, you start to manifest. You start to create your new story. And what you're going to be really doing is tapping into law of assumption, law of attraction. I like to use both of them. but I like to really tap into law of assumption, and I did not know that what I was doing was law of assumption. I thought it was law of attraction when I first started doing this, but I didn't know it was law of assumption until like this year. What I like to do is script. And so scripting is an amazing tool. It's an amazing method to manifest your desires. But most importantly, it's an amazing method to change your entire reality at the snap of your fingers, simply by saying in words who you are, who you say you are. Essentially, what you do during scripting is write in present tense everything you are and everything you have right now in this moment. And once you're done, you go out and you act as if. So if you are a successful six-figure earner, what does a successful six-figure earner do in this moment? Maybe you wake up at 6 a.m., maybe you get some coffee, maybe you go to your desk and you work and do whatever you need to do. You need to act as if you already are living the life that you are asking for. And then the universe and God responds to that, or the universe responds to that, and they're like, oh, let me get stuff in place for her. Let me get her stuff together. And you're gonna see exactly how you're gonna be living the life you want, okay? All this really boils down to is recognizing your inner power and how you can wield your inner power. You have all the control over your reality nobody else does. Not your ancestors, not the divine, you do. The divine and your ancestors, and they help you, they protect you, they make sure that you're ready for this. But if you say you're ready, you are ready, okay? So what you're going to do is essentially take back your power and wield it yourself, okay? Another thing I highly recommend as a Black woman that we really need to do is tapping into our emotions, our heart center, and tapping more into our feminine energy. Now, when I say this, it's so loaded because like y'all know the feminine gurus. Y'all know what they talk about when it comes to feminine energy, and I am not with it. I'll tell you that. I'm not one of those feminine coaches. I'm not one of those feminine gurus who's telling you to be feminine for a man. That's not me. That's not what I am about. When I tell you to tap into your feminine energy, which anyone can do, but as a Black woman, we definitely need to do it because we don't even get the chance to do it. Like, we don't get the chance to relax, to be creative, to be vulnerable, to be receptive. That's what I'm talking about when you tap into your feminine energy. The way I want you to tap into your feminine energy is allowing you to open your heart to receive everything you're asking for. Oftentimes, we have resistance to what we want, and that resistance stops us from creating what we desire. So open your heart to being happy, to being successful, to being compassionate, to being loved, to being whatever you want. When you open your heart, you are in a space of abundance, of gigantic love, of gigantic compassion, and then you are literally unstoppable. So the first thing you want to do is open your heart to receive. As you continue to tap into your feminine energy, what you're going to be able to do is allow things to come to you rather you going out and chasing it constantly. When you go out and chase things, you're letting the universe know and you're letting yourself know you do not have it. So you need to sit back and receive. Not only that, you're going to be able to find out ways to really create the life which you desire, because the feminine energy creates. They create from their own fingertips, from their own feminine power. They birth things, okay? And so with your feminine energy, you're going to create what you desire. You're going to birth what you desire. I have a video on Black women and feminine energy, and this is for all Black women. Oh, and I also want to say this is a safe space for Black trans women. You are a woman. I'm talking to you. I'm speaking to you. Get your ass right, chill. Okay, so I have a video all about Black women and their femininity and how to tap into it. Go to the description box, talk about it in depth. I love that video. I also have a video on Patreon that's more recent, and I give you advice on how my ancestors want you to go about divine feminine energy and tapping into it in order to manifest your desires. So you can check in the description for that. When you tap into your feminine energy as a Black woman, you're going to become unstoppable. That's pretty much what I really wanted to talk about. Those are the key points when it comes to being a Black woman and manifesting our desire. We are really so powerful. We have so much innate power and strength within us that if we learn how to wield it for our benefit in a self-conscious and self-awareness type of way, we are literally a vessel for everything we want, right? And so that's what I want us to do. Wield our power for what we desire with ease. I don't want us to struggle anymore. I don't want us to suffer. All you have to do is say, I have that. I believe I have that. And I'm going to live it. Simple as that. So I have some favorite people I follow that really talk about law of assumption and really get your ass in gear. I've been really tapping into this person called Taylor. She's all about law of assumption. She's actually the one reason why, she's a Black woman as well. She's the reason why I was like, oh, back a couple of years ago, what I did was law of assumption. It wasn't law of attraction, it was law of assumption. She's so great. She gets you back on track. She reminds you exactly what you need to do when it comes to law of assumption. She's going to be your hype dog. So go to the description box. She's on Twitter. She's amazing. I freaking love her. Okay, you're going to really be tapping into your law of assumption bag. She's going to get you together. Okay, I also have some other ones that I'll put in there too. But now we got to the part where I want to give you guys some homework, some manifestation law of assumption homework. So what you're going to do is ask yourself, what do I want to manifest right now in this moment? Once you got it, what you're going to do is consistently tell yourself that you have it and really saturate your mindset with that thought. Now, what I want you to do is make sure you're not desperate for it and you don't feel like you don't have it and there's some resistance here, okay? So for however long you desire, keep saying, I have $100. I am so happy and grateful I have $100. This is what I went and did with $100 today. It was super fun using this money to do whatever I want to do. That's what you're going to saturate your mind, your heart, your body, your soul with. And you're going to see how fast you manifest it, okay? And you can manifest it instantly if you want to. It all depends on your self-concept and your resistance, all right? That is your homework. When you complete the homework, I want you to come down here and I want you to tell me I completed it and tell me what you completed and how you were able to do it. I want to hear the whole process. And I really hope this video was really helpful and really hyping you up to your power. Your power is amazing. You don't have to settle for less. And that's something I want you to learn. Do not settle for less. You get everything you want, Black women. And all you have to do is say, I want that. I'm going to go get that. So yeah, thank you guys again so much. Don't forget to check out Sacred Scribes and how they are going to be able to help you manifest and create the business of your dreams. I recommend that course. When they reached out to me, I was like, oh, yes, I want to do this. I love learning. So check out that course. It is 50% off. Like I said, this is the code for it. You're not going to want to miss out on it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, my angel fairies. Mwah.